Welcome back, everybody. It's another week and I'm here with another video. And again, it is real estate related videos, so you do want to stay tuned because I'll be talking about a free way for you to promote yourself on social media and do some sort of virtual door knocking. So let's get started. Now, I'm pretty sure that I would say all of you do know about Facebook groups. And yes, that's exactly what we're going to be talking about today. Some of you are already part of the group. Some of you belong to multiple groups. But at the end of the day, I don't think that there's a lot of agents out there who are utilizing this fantastic free tool to promote yourself and your business to a very targeted audience. Not only targeted audience, but they are in your targeted area. So today I want to share with you 4 different ways of how you can do that virtual door knocking or account knocking using Facebook group absolutely free. My name is Natasha Rajabova. I am an owner of QSI Social and an expert in social media for real estate professionals. So anything and everything that I bring to you in any videos that I publish on our YouTube channel has to do with real estate. We tried it, we tested it, and it works. And only then do we bring it to you. So let's chat a little bit about Facebook groups. They've been around for many years, and I know there's a lot of you out there who belong to groups. At the end of the day, they're not specific real estate groups sometimes. You belong to your community groups, to your area groups, common interest groups, whatever. Maybe something that has to do with your business, and that's totally fantastic. But why are you not using this fantastic tool to really promote yourself? So let's start with the first point of joining and looking at the groups that you already belong to. If you do a very quick search on groups in Facebook at the top left corner, you'll be able to join at least 6 groups right away. They don't have to be real estate related groups. They can be common interest groups like mommy's groups, book club groups, whatever your interest group is. They can be buy and sell groups or garage sale groups in your area. They can be networking groups or business groups or community groups in your particular area. Don't try to go very broad and join right now 15 to 20 groups. Again, there has to be a strategy in order to maximize the outcome. And the outcome in that is getting new clients. Now, if you already belong to the groups, then why don't you go in and take a look at the groups that you already belong to? Number 1, refresh it in your mind. What are the groups that you actually belong to? What you have there in your roster? And if need to be, join the other groups in your particular area. The second way to optimize and to really maximize your presence in the groups is go into each group that you decided that these are the groups that you want to be a part of, and find out in the about section in those groups when the advertising days are. You don't want to start posting and promoting yourself outside of those advertising days, because what will happen, you will actually get banned from those groups very quickly. So find out when the advertising days are, especially for real estate and car salesmen. They're actually a very specific days sometimes in the garage sale or for buy and sell groups. And once you find out the advertising day, start mapping it into your calendar of when you should be advertising yourself so you don't miss on that advertising day, or a free way for you to promote yourself to thousands of people in your particular area that don't know anything about you yet, nor have they heard about you and your services. Obviously, they heard about real estate, but they haven't really heard about you. So this is a great way for you to pop in consistently on the advertising days. And especially if it's a common interest groups, there are a lot of people who will be promoting themselves on those days, offering some discounts, and there's going to be a lot of eyes on the post during advertising day for people. People will be looking for discounts, maybe some unique offers, and you're going to be one of those offers. Now, on the advertising days, you don't need to particularly promote properties that you sell, but more you should be promoting yourself, your uniqueness, your competitive advantage, and why you are better than the other realtor in that particular group. Obviously, without really saying that straight out, right? The third way for you to promote yourself in the groups is definitely start posting with a purpose. And I'm not saying that you now have to start posting 5 to 7 times a day per group. And especially if you belong to about 10 groups that are of interest to you and you think will bring you value, then 7 times per week times 10 groups, that is 70 posts. And that is very time consuming. And who has time for that? So when it's outside of advertising days, you can still post, but really maybe offering advice or really bringing value to the group by talking about changes in real estate market, changes in interest rate, something that will bring value to that audience. And again, it doesn't have to be daily. It doesn't even have to be several times per week. It can be just 1 time per week outside of those advertising days. You don't want to look spammy. You don't want to create an annoyance in the audience within that group. So definitely post with a purpose. Now, when it is advertising day, you can also promote yourself and the property that you sell so you can start creating some interest. Also, outside of advertising day, when we're talking about posting with a purpose, you can also promote, and that is absolutely okay, some properties for rent. And again, I know that not everybody wants to deal with rentals or leases, but at the end of the day, you can start a conversation with that audience, and maybe that they think that they are interested in renting, but they don't know that they can actually afford a home. So you are there to offer your expertise and again, build your authority. And the fourth way is to offer advice. So let's take, for example, you chose 6 to 10 groups that you belong to, that these are the groups that you're going to use to promote yourself. Out of those 10 groups, go into each one and search out real estate related posts. And you can definitely do that by typing in keywords real estate, and you will have all these posts that come up, and usually there's a number of posts related to that keyword. Now that is done on your desktop device, not so much on your mobile device. So if you search that out and see how many posts involve real estate in there, you can definitely, out of those 6 to 10 groups, pick the top 3 that use that keyword as much as possible, which means that if they use that keyword as much as possible, or they use that keyword in their post, means that there's a lot of real estate interaction going on. And that means that for that particular group, you want to turn on notifications and start receiving the posts or the description of posts on the daily basis or weekly basis. At the end of the day, going through the posts that were posted with that particular keyword is very easy, because all you have to do is just, scroll through it throughout the day, while you're having your morning coffee, or when you are waiting for your appointment to begin, or sometime throughout the day. You can definitely find about 5 minutes to scroll through the posts that were done within that group. And we're not talking about thousands of posts. We're talking about 10, maybe 15 posts that happen. So if you want to turn on notification for that particular group on a daily basis, it's easier for you to not only keep up with the posts that are happening within that group, but also react very quickly if there's a real estate related post happen during that day. So you can offer in comments your advice, your expertise, and the more time that you offer that and answer questions, then you are building your authority, you're being noticed, and over time, people will remember your name and they will start contacting you. Now, for those people who are asking those questions or real estate related questions, remember how in the beginning I said virtual door knocking? You can actually direct message to that person and start a conversation in a Facebook Messenger, which means that you're now taking it outside of this public place, which is a group, into a more private place and more one-on-one conversation in a Facebook Messenger. Now, I found a lot of people that I needed for my business through groups, and I would go to a very specific group, ask for advice, and a lot of people would start messaging me privately, offering their services, advice, or something that they pertaining to my question. It's very easy throughout the conversation to weed out people who just want to sell me their services. And I start working with people who actually give me advice, share some valuable information. I see the value of their information, and then I start working with them. And it's the same thing here. You need to be sort of knocking on their door without leaving the comfort of your couch or your car or your personal space, not walking in rain, shine, snow from door to door, spending a lot of your time. You can do the same thing. But really opening yourself to thousands of people within your community or within your targeted area and looking for clients that way. The best part about it, it's absolutely free. And yes, it's not going to happen overnight. It's not like you send out an ad and expect it to come back with tons of clients. No. It's just like any marketing out there. It requires a build-up time. It requires time spent in there, and it requires work on your part. But this is a fantastic way, without actually going to the source, showcasing your services to thousands of people in your targeted area. And that is, I think, is absolutely golden. The more times you show up, the more times you provide value, the more times you provide expertise, the better the results are and the faster the results are. So here you go. I gave you 4 ways on how to promote yourself through Facebook groups to your targeted audience in your targeted area. Comment if you are using groups yourself, or if you are part of some groups and you're thinking about utilizing groups on a daily basis for your marketing. I will be happy to have a conversation with you on that. And again, if you like this video, like it, subscribe to our channel so you don't miss any other videos related to real estate and social media, and definitely share it with your friends. And I will see you in the next video. Bye.